Welcome to this new Flight Simulator update movie. In this movie, we're going to look at the latest additions to the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2020, the PC version. In total, 33 new items have been added, and the first one is the A320 V2 world liveries from DC Scenery Design. This can be used on the A320 V2 from Indie Builds, which is part of Sim Update number 15, and it will add multiple airliners to your, I would say, kind of a collection. So here, for example, you see Air Mexico, Air Canada, but also Air Corsica is included, as well as Air Jamaica, right? A lot of them are there, so you can now make it even more fun flying with the A320 V2. The next one, also applicable to that aircraft, it's the new cockpit by 2 Pilot. They released an update where they make a little bit more realistic cockpit. They make it gray, but they also add some wear to the buttons. And I would say that's that can be pretty well seen on the next picture. Here you can see some nice additions. I would make it a little bit more realistic compared to the very clean cockpit, which is the default one. Then we've got a livery pack number 5 for the 767-200 Sheriff Foxtrot. Sheriff Foxtrot stands for a special freighter, and it's the aircraft which has been released by Captain Sim a while ago. It includes 3 ultra-high-resolution liveries for First Air, Rio Lingas Herreras, as well as West Atlantic Cargo. And if you apply that to the aircraft, it will look like this and make flying the 767-200 Sheriff Foxtrot nicer. Keep in mind that you need to have the Captain Sim 767-200 Sheriff Foxtrot already if you want to use it, or if you buy this livery pack, you need to buy also the aircraft. Then the next one is the 767-300 Echo Romeo Golf Echo livery pack number 12, also from Captain Sim. Keep in mind, you need to have the Captain Sim 767-300 Echo Romeo Golf Echo 4D configuration, right? It doesn't work with the other configuration, it only works with the 4D configuration. You will get 5 ultra high resolution liveries from Air China, Japan Airlines, Delta Airlines, Air New Zealand, Air Canada Rouge, and those are the ones which you will get for this say pretty cheap price. Similar to the one before, you need to buy the aircraft separately, or maybe you already own it. Then we've got VA Systems. They released the Air Tours Cap Verde, right? This is a new type of package which they released a while ago, which is kind of an excursion pack which will use the Diamond DA62, the Cessna 208B Grand Caravan, and the Cessna CG4 Citation, which will let you take off, then complete the excursion, and then go back. So what's included? 252 unique scenarios from the Air Tours pack, which you can choose. And of course, the liveries are included. And this is how it looks like, or could look like, right? So if you want to discover Cap Verde in this case, then this could be a nice package which you want to buy. Then the same developer also released the Airport-Based Training San Francisco. This will allow you to take off, circle around, and land again on this big airport, because it's a big one, right? San Francisco International, using either the A320, Boeing 747, as well as the Boeing 787. Keep in mind that deliveries are included. However, the Boeing 787 is only part of the deluxe version, and those won't work if you don't have the deluxe version. Then only the 2 for the other aircraft are working. If you've got all 3, then you have 144 unique scenarios which you can fly, and of course deliveries from the developer are included. Then we've got the Airport Challenges EasyJet Volume number 2, also from the same developer. In this case, they will take you to various real-world airports that the airline operates at. In this case, a selection of the France airports. So each mission is a typical standard instrument departure before joining a typical standard terminal arrival route. And then, of course, you can land and take off and land, I should say, on these airports. So 216 unique scenarios, as well as the livery from VA Systems is included. So have fun if you want to use it. Again, it's using the Asobo default A320, not the V2 yet. Probably that will be another package. Airport SID training for Cape Town using 3 aircrafts, the A320, Boeing 747, as well as the Boeing 787. And then you can practice the 5 standard instrument departures outbound from Cape Town International. Liveries are included. The aircraft or the types of missions you can play are 90 unique scenarios. That assumes that you've got all 3 aircraft types. Keep in mind again, the Boeing 787 is only part of the deluxe version. Then also they released the same or a similar package for Miami. So you can practice 29 standard terminal or standard instrumental departures using this package, which in this case results in 414 unique scenarios. Liveries are included, but again, Boeing 787 only for those who have Flight Simulator Deluxe version. Boeing Stearman Model 75. This is the first aircraft which has been released this week to the marketplace. It's created by Golden Age Simulations. And it's an older aircraft, right? It's developed in 1934. As you can see, it was developed by Stearman Aircraft, which became a subsidiary of Boeing in 1934. The aircraft itself was built in 1930s and 1940s. So that's pretty cool. What's included? The full native MSFS aircraft, Microsoft Flight Simulator, right? All models have been coded using the native model behaviors, full compliant with the native materials and high definition PBR textures, as well as the modern aerodynamic system. Custom recorded high definition legacy sound of the Continental R670 produced by Immersive Audio, as well as the optional crew configuration with modern GA Asobo occupants or custom animated gas vintage pilot or passenger, and is fully compliant with virtual reality headsets. So if you've got a virtual reality headset, then you probably can, I would say, have an even nicer experience. It comes as 3 variants, the PT1713 and the A75L300. The first one comes with 6 liveries, then the second one with 2, and the last one also with 2 liveries. And then you can practice, I would say, your flight skills using this Boeing Stearman Model 75. Really cool one, as you can see, coming with the multiple liveries depending on the aircraft type you have. Also, the cockpit looks pretty nice. So, cool thing. Then the next thing is, again, a livery pack, but it's for the C-130 livery pack. And this is number 3 already. This is from Captain Sim, so keep in mind that you need to have the Captain Sim C30, else it won't work. And we'll add 3 ultra high resolution liveries for the Greece Air Force, Saudi Arabia Air Force, as well as the New Zealand Air Force. And if you apply that, then you will get this, right? So you can enjoy the C30 from Captain Sim if you own it using these new liveries. Keep in mind again, you need to have the aircraft from Captain Sim, else it won't work. Then we've got Canada Modern Cities Volume Number 1 by Samscene 3D. We know Samscene 3D from their, I'd say, packages which are updating cities. In this case, they started to update Canada. And in this case, Volume Number 1 includes 3 major cities. It's Calgary, Ottawa, and Edmonton. What has been included? Over 400 handcrafted models in total. Replace the default broken bridges with handcrafted bridges over the city. Beautiful night effects. Most beautiful rooftops are landable helipads. That's also cool. And compatible with other developer airport add-ons. And it can be used with the photogrammetry turned off. So, and if you apply that, then you will get this, right? You can see that the city has received a massive update. Also, those buildings which are handcrafted are really adding a lot of additional value. And if you love flying over these cities or love flying in Canada, then this could be a package which you could consider to buy, because you can see that it will add a lot of realism to it compared to the default content, which might not always look realistic. You can see updated bridges, but also a lot of skyscrapers, other elevated buildings. So pretty cool. Nightlight. So pretty nice. So that was Canada Modern Cities Volume Number 1. Then VA Systems released their Cargo Ops Formula 1 2024 Montreal. A little bit too late if you ask me, because that was last week already. But this package includes 10 liveries for the Formula 1 teams for both the Boeing 747 as well as the Boeing 787. Again, Boeing 787 is only part of the deluxe version. And then you can fly using these nice liveries for these aircrafts. Then Cohen Simulations. They released the CS130/EC130. It's a new helicopter. It's the newest addition to the Microsoft Flight Simulator marketplace for both the PC as well as the Xbox, created by Cohen Simulation, which is known for their high quality helicopters. Please remember, right? They will continue to develop it. That's also a disclaimer because it could still be that there are some issues on it. If there are, and don't worry because they will keep continuing implementing new fixes. It comes with 30 liveries, which is a lot, and it also comes with your own paint kit. So if you don't see the livery which you want, or you want to create your own one, then you're good to go because that's also included. So what are the features? Well, as you can see, a very long and detailed list, including manuals, paint kit, bindings explained in the manual, all default bindings to work, free future updates, realistic systems. The medical version is available, as well as 3 panel variants, the G530, the 430, the GTN, and the GX3 touch/analog, as well as the PMS GTN 650, 750, and the TDS GTN XI 650 and 750 integration, animated float, removable doors, exhaust blur, a lot of other cool things. And if you apply that, then you will get this, right? So this is the inside of the cockpit. Let me scroll down. Here we go. And you can see that there's a lot of detail, and that's really cool. So if you want to have a high quality helicopter, then this could be one which you might want to buy. You can see there's also a medical version which you can use, right? So you can also, say, kind of fly an emergency helicopter, including the liveries, which are there. 50 liveries in total, right? So I'm not sure which liveries are all included, but if you look at the screen shots, you already can see a few of them. So this is really a nice one. Then we've got the DA50RG created by Skyward Simulations. It's also a new aircraft, single engined with 300 horsepower turbo diesel engine. So what's other than that? It can fly at 20,000 feet at a speed of 180 knots. A great fuel consumption. There's not too much details about deliveries which are included, but here you can see some screenshots which they provided. This is from the outside, right? And this is from the inside, where you can see a lot of realism, including the navigation systems are part of this aircraft, which is, I would say, not too expensive, but with a limited documentation available, I don't know how realistic all the systems are, right? How realistic all aircraft systems are. But you can see there's a lot of nice things, including multiple liveries, are part of this package from Skyward Simulations. Then the next one is the Departure Challenges British Airways Volume number 3 by VA Systems again. So it will take you to the various real-world airports, in this case a Germany selection, and then you can practice the standard intermittent departures that British Airways is using. In total, 96 new missions, and of course deliveries are included. It's using the default A320 from Asobo, so no worry, it will work on every version. Then the next one is also a departure challenges, only then for Virgin Atlantic, and this volume number 4 already. It will take you to multiple airports in Africa, and that's where you can practice your standard instrumental departures for this airliner. This will result in a total of 72 unique scenarios. Again, liveries are included. Then we've got SoFly. They released the Eco Soundscapes, new type of package, where they will add some comprehensive environmental sounds. What do they add? Well, because you might think, okay, hey, what are those? Well, if you fly over dense jungles, hear the wildlife below, or busy airports with the sounds of aircrafts and ground crew all around you. So it will simply add some more realistic sounds. And if you want to watch the trailer, right, scan this code and then you can have a look at it yourself. What they included, according to the documentation, new environmental sounds, hundreds of sounds, use the WI's audio engine, jungle cities and airports, over 200 beaches, forests, and more updated. They didn't specify which airports are included. And you can control it via the in-sim menu, and then you can make it even nicer, right? So there's swipe to see what sounds have been added. Well, that's what we just discussed, right? So that's really cool. Then the next one is from Backwood Studios. They released the Edgefield Airfield Echo Golf Whiskey Oscar. That's in Yorkshire. That's in the UK. It's a tourist retreat for private pilots seeking the beauty of simpler times. So that's a nice description. It includes both an indoor and outdoor hangar spawns, automated hangar doors, animated people and farm life, as well as the nightlife and night lighting has been updated. If you thought that was everything, no, they also included the 3D models for both buildings and vehicles, as well as a full functional fuel system, the ample GA parking for community fly-ins, as well as over 50 kilometers of custom roads. And this is how it looks like, right? So a small airport as it looks like, but a nice one. Really suitable for community flights because you can see there's a lot of space where you can park your aircrafts, including a lot of detail, as you can see. Also, night lighting has been improved for this airport. So that's really nice. A lot of detail also on the grass. A lot of night shots, right? So that's that's nice, but it's hard to see them things, but it's cool. So pretty nice. Then we've got the extreme challenges Paro, Victor Quebec, Papa Romeo. That's by VA Systems. They released these packages to make, I would say, it a little bit more difficult if you're far advanced with Flight Simulator. You can choose from one of the 6 aircrafts, the Diamond DA62, the Cessna 208B Grand Caravan, the Cessna CT4 Citation, the A320, the Boeing 747, as well as the Boeing 787. And then you can, I would say, make a landing a little bit harder or maybe extremely hard because you can fly in, I would say, weather conditions like rain, clouds, snow, storms. And depending on what you prefer, you can make it even more challenging. In total, 36 unique scenarios, packages or delivery package are included, right? So for every aircraft type which I just named, you can expect a livery pack. But keep in mind, the Boeing 787 isn't included by default in Flight Simulator. You need to have the deluxe version for it. Then another, let's say, developer also thought, hey, that's a really good idea. So let me also release a pack, which in this case called FS Approaches Italy. It's released by Perfect Flight. It will make it possible to land on 32, let's say, I expect 32 different airports because they say, okay, 32 missions are there. And then you can practice your landing skills. This new kind of package, right? Or new land challenges allow you to fly the complete approach procedure, visual or instrumental, and still receive a score upon completion. So that's really nice. It supports a lot of aircrafts, the Beechcraft, the TBM 930, both the A320 Airbus, Post Italia, and ITA Airways, as well as the Boeing 747-800I Italia. So those are the liveries which are included because most of the aircrafts are part of Flight Simulator. 32 unique scenarios, and then you can practice your landing skill or your approaches. Then Jet Studio, they released the Jet Simflying Club Discuss 2C Liveries P1. This is for the glider, where you can practice your, let's say, not really practice. You can experience some new liveries. So what's included? Well, these ones, right? Copper Dark, Material Red Star. And if you apply that, then you will see that your glider will be updated and look like this. So that's really cool. If you prefer to fly in a glider, but if you want a different livery, that's now also possible using this livery pack, which includes several liveries which you can use in Flight Simulator 2020. Let's wait for the last picture to show up. And then MSF Scenery Builders. They released the Bishop International Airport, Kilo Foxtrot November Tango. That's in the US, in Michigan. It's a commercial and general aviation airport in Flint, Michigan, United States. So if we look down at the screenshots, this is what they did, right? So you can see that there's a lot of, let's say, usage here, but also some more realism here, including a police car, as you can see. They've both done the airport side as well as the, I would say, drop-off side. And there's a lot of more details. From the description, it doesn't look like that they also included the interior, but they mostly focus on buildings. But maybe that will come in a future version. Then Cloud Simulations, or Cloud Studios, they released the Stillwater Regional Airport, Kilo Sierra Whiskey Oscar, that's in Oklahoma, US. It's home to the Oklahoma State University Flight Center. And what is included? A detailed terminal area, fully custom and true-to-life airport models, as well as ultra-high-resolution 4K textures, safe surrounding area with the airplane MD-82, as well as the accurate airport data, special representation of airport 2K24, as well as they made with PBR textures, night illumination, and custom orthophoto. And here you can see some of the screenshots which they released for this package. So even if it rains, it looks pretty cool. I see a lot of details, right? Including, say, signs which are there, which are placed on spots which were not there before. Also, lightning is pretty cool. So this is the Stillwater Regional Airport, which has been released by Cloud Studio. Also, the electrical masts are there. Parking spots. So pretty nice. Then the next one is Furnace Creek, Lima 06. It's a small airport and it's located in the Death Valley. So if you love flying there, you can do that. The event is specially set up for the FS Expo 2024 in Las Vegas, right? So you can practice this with your friends when you're visiting the FS Expo 2024, which takes place in Las Vegas. There's not more details than this, right? Only to say how you can join. So have a look at it and then give it a try. Then South Oak Corporation, they released the Milan Malpensa Airport, Lima, India, Mike, Charlie. It's created together with Borelli MSFS add-ons. So they added a lot of details, right? It's including the Somma Lombardo, Terminal number 2, Furno, Terminal 1, and the Lonata Pozzola, part of the airport in the province of Varese, and it's also called the Alto Milanese. It's the main airport of Milan, which is cool. Not too much details, well, compared to some technical details about the runway, etc., and the systems are available. So this is how it looks like, right? So this is the airport itself. You can see, let's say, signs on the roof, but also the interior has been modeled from Malpensa Airport. So if you love flying there or depart, then you can have a look at this airport, which is now available as an update for Flight Simulator 2020. Then Indie Builds, they released Yas Island Airport, Oscar Mike Foxtrot 1. That's, as you can see, where the Formula 1 takes place in most cases. So that's pretty cool. And it will give you an unforgettable journey to one of the most iconic and breathtaking destinations of the world. Yas Islands, located in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. So what's included? The fully modeled Ferrari World, including roller coasters, the Yas Water World, Warner Bros. World, SeaWorld, Etihad Arena, Yas Mall, fully modeled F1 Yas Marina Circuit, as well as several other, I'd say, nice things, right? Including these items which are on the bottom, which are part of the circuit, by the way. And if you apply that, then you will get this. And then you can enjoy this using Flight Simulator 2020. So a lot has been done for the circuit, but also the surroundings, right? The Ferrari World, also the roller coaster has been included. Then you can see the Etihad Arena is there. Warner Bros. Studios. But mainly the Formula 1 circuit, as you can see, based on the pictures at least being shared. Then scrolling down, we will find the Seafire Mk3 by Flight Replicas. It's an older aircraft, right? It's a naval version of the Supermarine Spitfire adapted for operations from aircraft carriers. So if you own one of the aircraft carriers, which is available for Flight Simulator 2020, then you could decide to buy this one. So the first combat was in 1932, so a long time ago. And then it had several other combats or missions where it was used. If you look at the screenshots, you can see the hook, right, which is used to land on the aircraft carrier. And as you can see, it can also depart from the aircraft carrier. So this delivery which is included, but also other liveries like this one are included. So you can enjoy this aircraft using multiple liveries and departing from, I would say, aircraft carriers, not only airports, but also aircraft carriers. And if you look at the details from the cockpit, it looks pretty nice. Also, the wings can be, I would say, folded right to make sure that it fits easily in the aircraft carrier. And again, multiple liveries are included for this aircraft. Then the next one is Antonio Nariño Airport, Sierra Kilo Papa Sierra. It's in Colombia. And what is included? It says it's a test of a skill, renowned as one of the Colombia's most challenging airports to land. Every approach and departure demands precision and finesse from even the most seasoned pilots. So this could be a real challenger for you. As you can see where it's located, right? You can see a lot of mountains around it. So let's see what they included more than that. I see windsocks. I see some detailed runway where you can really see the usage, including the lightning systems which are there. Some static scenery because the helicopter is likely not included. A pretty nicely modeled, I would say, building, including the traffic tower, of course. Parking spots. So a small airport, but really a challenging one. Or even the terminal is modeled, right? That's also cool. So pretty nice. Antonio Nariño Airport. Then Prof SC and Northern Missions, they released the VFR USA 1 West Coast package. So these are boost trips which will take you to multiple iconic cities such as Los Angeles, but also San Francisco, and of course the famous Golden Gate Bridge and its hilly streets, Oregon, Washington, and those are the places which we will visit with this package. Sorry. So that's really nice. So it's a journey of 15 legs over 1,300 nautical miles along the Pacific coast and let you be inspired by the various charms. Languages are included, right? That's cool. And for best experience, you will need to have the World Update number 2 and 10 installed, which are available free of charge. And if you apply that, then you can visit these nice icons which are there. I'm not going to show everything, but I would say because this is default scenery, they only planned the trips, but also, of course, added the audio for that. Then the next one is Velina International Airport, Victor Romeo Mike Mike, very simple. It's in the Maldives, so if you haven't never been to the Maldives, then you can now do it with Flight Simulator. It's located on Hule Island in the North Malay Atoll, nearby the capital island Malay. And it's well connected with the major airports around the world, so you can practice this. What's included? Well, more detailed rendition, new passenger terminal with interiors, new control tower with interiors, a complete sea-planned terminal with operation docks, updated runways, gas and taxiways, parking positions, and a new GA and cargo aprons, as well as all the surrounding buildings have been modeled, including a new VIP lounge, shopping center by the sea, new fuel tanks, new cargo terminal, and much more. Then we've got the Hul Island Hotel, detailed mosque, the China Friendship Bridge, as well as fully custom and night illumination. So here you can see the inside of the terminal. A lot of additions have been done. And pretty cool, they also have the operational sea dock, right, where you can board a seaplane. Also, the interior of the tower has been modeled. Unfortunately, not too many pictures, but still looks pretty cool. Then we've got CM Flight. They released the Tapao International Airport, Victor Tango Bravo uniform. It's an airport in which location? It's a joint military public airport serving the cities of Rajong and Pattaya in eastern Thailand. So it's both used by military but also by civil aircrafts. And there are a lot of additions or fixes in this one. So both the new and old terminal, several hangars, right, weather stations, of course the Royal Thailand Air Force part, updated aerial imagery, as well as animated radar stations, commercial offshore operation zones, fuel stations, custom animated jetways, full airport services, full day and night lighting. Too much to go to. So let's look at the pictures and see how it looks like. So here you can see a lot of detail, right? Including the buses, but also the stairs to go into the aircraft. Also some poise are included, as you can see. So pretty nice one, this. Utapao International Airport, which is in Thailand, which serves both civilization as well as the civil aircrafts, but also the military aircrafts. Both of them are included in this package. Then, last but not least, Project Max, the Hussein Sastranangra International Airport. Not sure how I pronounced it correctly. Whiskey Oscar Charlie Charlie. It's in Indonesia on West Java. It's located 2.4 kilometers from Bandung Central train station. And the airport is co-joined with the Hussein Sastranangra Air Force Base of Indonesia Air Force. So similar to the previous one, right? So both used by military aircrafts, but also by normal, I would say, civil aircrafts. What's included in this package? Custom ground polygons, custom 3D models on the airport land site, surrounding areas, approach objects, and major Bandung landmarks. 4K and 2K textures, 3D fully interior for the new terminal, as well as partially for the older terminal. Then they've got also some animated objects like a high-speed train, the tour bus, the towed aircraft, the air conditioner, the store doors, the road gates, as well as the escalator. Detailed land site, right? That's where you can drop off your passengers. It's there. Animated working LED screens, working runway in use indicators, as well as realistic runway slope and terminal sounds. So a lot. And as you can see, even the trucks outside are really, I would say, modeled nicely. So this is how it looks like, right? So this is the passenger side where you can drop off your baggages. Then we've got the terminal buildings, and this is the airport side. So also this one is pretty nice. Also some static aircrafts might be included as far as I've seen on screenshots. Fire trucks. So pretty cool. Nice one. And with that, we're at the end of the list. We went to 33 new items which have been added to the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2020 DPC version. Here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.